morning, welcome. We are going to do a tape delay since if I get a message about a video, it's mostly about the tape delays. So a lot of people are still loving these, me included. I decided to do them more regularly to not have a big drop with not that much info. So yeah, this is the first one of this year. Let's go. This is Talet on the player with Agonized Illumination. Talet is Lord Bill and Yuke Parave doing their duo thing. There's a first self-titled tape, I guess. There's this tape, then there's a compilation, which I have, and then the new one, which is eluding me, I think, forever, since it's very limited and US only, I guess, for now. But yeah, on the player. Let's go. First thing is Rotten Moon, Seal of Decay. Rotten Moon is anti-Clemmy from Circle of Boros, all the other things. This project of him has been active for some time. Just a black tape. In the Veil of Astral Graves is already from 21, so quite some time ago. No Dawn in this World of Infernal Eclipses from 21. Endless Church, I think, from 22. And then this one, which is called Seal of Decay, like I said. The last two were on Ancien Culte, and that's why they, or why the project popped into my head or into my mind. He has this, I don't know for every, because I looked into it, I was under the impression I had them all, but I don't have the first two since they came out on a Spanish label, the Ephesians or something like that, I'm not sure. But this one especially has this slow droning guitar. It's very slow. It's not drones, but it drones on, as in it's not boring, but it's deliberately played in a raw state or a raw fashion. So raw in intent, not in sound, because the production is actually very good. There's tinges of noise and this ambient work coming through, and the synths, like I said, or the keys are the MVP on this one. They bring it out, the entire sound, or they combine all the things into one big sound. There you go. I'll put the tape down before I drop it. Here is the J card, and I guess this is still available from the label. Ancien Culte is a label that started with these Cenotaph CDs, I think, and then gradually went into other tapes. I have a few things from them. The Blacula comes to mind, which I just had in my hands again, which is very good one, and then the Rotten Moon stuff from him. Yeah, Heinous Soul is his moniker for this project, and this I got this directly from Mr. Absolute Key. There you go. Thanks for the support. I think this is a new Absolute Key release, but I'm not sure. I'm not 100% on board with Absolute Key. There are a few tapes in here which I already showed, but in a bigger video, like the Down with the Most High and the Abruptum show and stuff like that. I'll show them again just to get some interest going. This is At Tenebras, the demo from 20 of Reger Sinister. I'm sorry. By now you are probably tired of me talking about them. This is Hail Conjure and Malefic Eye doing a Brazilian Finnish combination of older sounding black metal. Very doomy in the later work, very Brazilian in the early work. Like I said, this is a demo from that band. All artwork done by Malefic Eye, mastered by Harold Mentor. J Perverter does Bleeding Shrieks of Visitor X. I don't know what that means, but yeah. Ad Tenebras, Through the Flames, Spiteful Thoughts, and outro, Bride of Unhallowed. Like I said, a demo from 20. This came out, I think, a self-release tape. I didn't look it up, but I guess self-released from the band, and now beautifully reworked by Down with the Most High. Another one, this is Funeral Gloom with Kachetokim, I think, Mysteries. Kachetonium, I'm sorry, Mysteries. There you go. Bit of glare. There we go. Witchcraft Finnish dudes that have a new thing. I was tipped that this is coming out on a Belgian label, the vinyl version, so if you are inclined to buy vinyl, just wait a little bit longer, but the tape looks incredible too. This is one that was definitely self-released, recorded in 2021 to 2024 at the Years of the Horned God in Necrocellar. Jesus. Goats, Kadat, and House by the Cemetery Studios. And then Funeral Gloom are Goat Prayer and Black Moon Necromancer. So yeah, a duo that has a lot of releases under their belt. These are still in stock and available, I think. But yeah, both kind of in theme and in sound linked to each other. I'm not saying they are the same sound, but they are very much linked. Cheers. Gotta catch them all. Then, two tapes that I showed in the Lugubrum update or the live video. This is Trista Sizzle with his latest self-release tape, I think 2024, because it was last year. Labeur d'horreur, I think. Terreur. There you go. I had troubles with it last time. The thing is, this is not on online, so I have no idea what the titles are because it's in that font again, which is my kryptonite, it seems. He is a dark ambient electronic artist that live was very aggressive and very overwhelming. On this tape, it's a little down-tuned, a little bit more reined in, I guess, which is understandable. He has a few releases under his belt. A self-released demo from 2019. Then there is the Recueil, which was self-released in 2022 and 2023. There's a split with Orgue Nouveau, I think limited to 50. They're all very, very limited. By Trifon Productions from France. Then there's the compilation on Tour de Garde that does both demo tapes. And then there's this one. Like I said, a less aggressive approach to music. This is very soothing in a sense, I guess. This is limited to 30. There was a black version and a clear version. This is the clear version, handmade. And I'm not sure if this showed up, but that is the man behind it. Also a tattoo artist, which does some great work, Mr. Wants. So yeah, glad to have picked this up. It's kind of hard to get his other stuff since it's selling out and very limited here and there, but trying to, we'll see. Then, the Nervatuur 1 and 2. This is a big double cassette box. On this box, if you are looking for it, it is presented as a dual CD, so it's a double tape. Yeah, it is from Katoy Productions, which also have Memling, Erscheinung, Tannenbart, all projects from, I'm not sure if it's the same guy, but definitely from the same region. What this is an ambient synth, not dungeon synth, because dungeon synth is something very specific, which this is not in my opinion, just like the Trista Sizzle. I'm trying very hard not to put dungeon synth in here. It feels very folkloric, but not Humpapa folkloric. It's very folkloric, exotic, like only Dutch people can. It's that weird mix of influences that, you know, I don't know, come from the colonies, whatever. But yeah, it has some weird stuff in here. It's limited to 25, and what this has that, for example, the other ambient things or the Trista Sizzle doesn't have is some rhythm to it. I'm not saying it's danceable, but it has been playing a lot in the workshop or the atelier, so it has a drive to it. That's what I'm trying to say. Good production, ambient, and like I said, a lot of playtime in the workshop because it evokes something, I guess. But yeah, it is a double tape, hand numbered to 1, and I'll put it down to show you everything. There is the Nervatuur Moss and Leaves ambient, so it's very nature oriented. There you go. All hand numbered, limited. Cryptomeria, Osakazuki, and Pendunklate Oak, I guess. A very lengthy track, 6, 6, and 14 minutes on the first. There we go. And I picked this up. I was actually looking for the Memling tapes, but at the show, I'm not sure if we had them with them. But yeah. This is the second one. Number 2, nothing too much or nothing too fancy about the tapes, but yeah, since they're all handmade. Here is the second part of the bigger picture, Rhizoid, Vagine, and Mycelium. July to October 2024, focus on decay and resurrection in botanic gnosis. All sounds by Kraboster. There you go. It even says what has been used, digital plugins, stuff like that since. So a lot of info on this if you're into that kind of music. But yeah, very nicely done. I always love these double boxes. We had some with Svartbloods. And then there's this tear out, which gives it something extra from a nature book, plant book. That is actually unhandy to put back in, but like I said, gives it something extra. There you go. Nervatuur. Then onto those were actually all from previous orders. This is all new, and I'm pretty sure they are all from Diabolical Vitriol, a tape label. My forehead itches. A tape label from France. Cheers. Which has been a part of the French cluster around. I'm not saying he's a part, but he is a contributor of the books that Metastasis is doing. So I only can imagine his archive or whatever he's holding. But yeah, these are all tapes from him. In my opinion, in the last, I guess, 2 years, one of the better tape distros. Please don't all go there. So I have something to buy there. But yeah, not a commercial for him, but a commercial for him. He has a very good selection. And his own releases are also very on point. This is the first one, Ondutzin with Into the Glory of Violence, one of the Skiondagenga projects that I'm always raving on. What this has, more than the, I always say Heinous Soul, but let's say Kaleidoscopic Autistic Blood, Grundherde, which are all, and Heinous Soul are all very French inspired. I think Heinous Soul and Grundherde more. What this has is a punk influence, but not a stomp punk influence like Horrible Room. Very good drop, by the way, Horrible Room. But more a musical approach to punk, like House of First Light would do, like Lamb would do, for example. This is the latest offering from him. He has a self-titled from 20, then the Split with Hell from 21, the Epitome of the End of the Cavernous Forestry, which is a mouthful from 23, which is missing in my collection. It is somewhere at a house in the vicinity of Ritual Abuse Records, but the old house, so that's lost forever. And then there's this, yeah, from 24. This is called, let's see, Into the Glory of Violence. I think he started out as a one-man project, like they all do, but then had some help by Schönen, another guy. There you go. Like I said, very musical tracks, very good production, very listenable. Love the pictures, actually. Midberg. The influences are clear from the shirts, I guess. But yeah, one of the projects that is definitely in my top 10, I guess, in the last year. I think Skiondagenga is in the top 10. The Kaleidoscopic Autistic Blood has the LP release, which looks mighty fine. Also love the cover with the great ones. Then UE makes another comeback. Are we done with the tape? Yes, but it'll flip around. This is, I'm not sure how it's pronounced because we are back in Russia, but not for real. So I'll just gonna let you read it. It's Bohank. I'm pretty sure it's pronounced very different, and the title is Odun Cross Grut, something like that. This is on Atrocity Altar, and this is UE, a project from UE. And what's the other guy? Ducci, I think, or Vucci, I'm not sure. Does guitar and vocals. This is from January 22, so a bit of older material from them, and it's very post-punk, post-rock. No, not post-rock, but post-punk. A bit of goth in there. No new goth, death rock. Those kind of sounds, but then with the smear of UE all over it. It is not as nasty as Earified Catacomb. But yeah, it's just a good tape. I kind of hope this project does more because it's actually very nice sound that these guys have, this duo. But yeah, there you go. We're playing this. I'm sorry I can't, if you do it in this kind of language, it's impossible for me to, I could have written it down, look it up, but there you go. Here we go. Death rock is more what I was trying to look for in the explanation, but yeah. Here we go. The second one, or the second one from this batch, or from the Diabolical Vitriol is born of this fire from Chaos Aura. I showed it once before, I'm not sure. I always get confused whether I showed it on Instagram or in live. I'm not 100% sure. It is from Sonorous Night, the label. Yes, Sonorous Night. I'm not even sure if they're from Norway or from the US, but what I was going to say is the label does a lot of releases for Peregrinus of the Abyss on Instagram, which has bands like Unholy Craft, Kvat, Hemskjot, Heimsokt, something like that. Sorry. So it wouldn't be weird to say that they're all projects of him, but I don't think so. There's another guy from Norway that has not the same project, but in the same vein, all the Norwegian adaptation pools in the new decade, I guess, something like that. They play a very musical, very well played, very great riffs following up. There's not much repetition, and that goes for all these bands. It is kind of in the same sound pool. There's not that much difference between all the bands, but they're all pretty good. It's just the amount of releases that come out is hard to follow. But yeah, Born of This Fire is this one. Embracing Desolation and Hate is one. Then there's Victorious Black Metal, both from 2023. So yeah, then there's already a new one. I guess from 2005, Dodens Anskit, something like that, but yeah, it's all Norwegian, stuff like that. The two that from this label that are on my want list are the Mysterium and the Heathendom, which look insane and they sound awesome too. Yeah, this is the one we are talking about right now, Chaos Aura. Very well played. I mean, I enjoy this tape a lot, and that's why I'm showing it again. I'm not sure it's still available, but it probably will come out on vinyl one of these days. All limited to 50, I guess. This is 48. There you go. Black as J-card. Black metal, and it says here, I have to turn it into the light. Chaos Aura is scorned. Yes, black metal hymns of hate. This one 2023, written and recorded by Scorned, and session drums by Torkus. There you go. This is the inside. Black metal. Yeah, it feels very Norwegian from that time, but then pulls into, like I said, this decade. Yeah, look into it. Even a friend of mine, Jens, who is not really into black metal, even he noticed and saying that a lot of people are saying that this is the new, better Norwegian black metal, and I tend to agree. There you go. That is that. Then two of the same band, and we are rapidly approaching the end. This is Azzel's Glare with Autumn Passes as the Wind Start Their Chant, and When the Purity of Winter Falls. So yeah, an autumn and a winter release from the same band. I was under the impression that this was a Polish artist, both on the label I was talking about, Diabolical Vitriol. I'm pretty sure I named it something different 5 minutes ago, but yeah, Diabolical Vitriol. When the Purity of Winter Falls is the first demo by this single female black metal entity. She is from Spain, I think Basque country, but I could be wrong, and I could be very wrong on that, but yeah, there we go. Self-release, I had to scramble to get this one because I noticed it in a when I last got some tape from him that this was out, but I couldn't add it to the pile, and then when the full came out, it was instantly sold out. Is it a full? Is it a demo? I'm not sure. Why I was under the impression that she was from Poland is because her influences, and I guess her thanks list also. Music is dedicated to Diabolical Full Moon, Nazgul from Spain, and the Temple of Full Moon. There is a lot of French and Polish influence in there. Those kind of scenes. Elitism, Spirit of War, Wartod, Gontiena Krif, I think, Kristallnacht, and Carpathia, which I don't know, but the Eternal Hills are there. Very cool logo. It feels very female-oriented. The logo is very sick, but love it. There we go. That's kind of where you should look for this. There is a hand-cut flyer for the new release. So it's all done very nice. I even love how this thing is pasted on. Labor of love by the label. They are doing some great stuff, and I think they have more up their sleeve from France, of course. Then the autumn passes as the winds start their chant, which I really like. The heralding of winter. Same deal, pasted on, and I got this from Diabolical Vitriol themselves. Yeah, Funeral March, the first rants of a melancholic day, a path beyond the sun, and the last rays of a crimson day. Classical. All instruments by FL, I think, or Etal. There you go. This is the J cards. It seems they are a duo also, so there's some help. Their names on here. You know, music dedicated to Temple of Full Moon, Blazebirds, Full Moon the Band, and Nazgul from Spain. Yeah. Interesting sound if you're into the French and Polish sound, which is kind of linked up in my opinion. Then it's a no-brainer to get into this. Her vocals are also fantastic in my opinion. Then two releases that are not from the label but distributed by the label. One that I picked up immediately, and then one that I dragged a bit on. This is the Isvind. The what is it called? The Niflheimen. Their second demo from '94. Yes, you have Herskrennen, I'm sorry, from '94, Niflheimen from '94, both on Yggdrasil Productions back then. There was a 2020 box release of the two demos together and then separate tapes, but that's long sold out. So those two were the demos. These are combined on the box, but not on this. This is just a Niflheimen to be precise. You have an Isvind 7-inch, the self-titled from '91, and then Dark Waters Stir, which is their full length from '96. They started in '92 as Isvind, which is literally the translation from Isvind. Arak Draconis and Goblin were the two guys. They started as a trio. I think they are presented as a duo on this one, but yeah. This is from Reign Chaos Productions or Records, I'm not sure, from Uruguay, and they do some very nice releases. This is the card that came with it. I think it's a duo. The thing in the back is not human, but yeah, what is with these tapes? Limited 2, I have no idea. This is 109, but yeah, very nicely produced. It is true to the original in the sense that they use the same picture, cover, all that material, but it's just done a bit nicely with the silver wraparound. And then this is the tape, like I said, the original cover. Are they from? I'm not sure where they are from actually. Very milky clear tape with a silver gold print on. So yeah, it's done very nice. It's not the first tape I have from these from this label, but yeah, this one is done with some extra love in there. Limited to 150. I guess I have 109. Is that correct? Did I say 109? I guess so. Yes. So yeah, the back stamped. There you go. Yeah, cool tape. Isvind is one of those bands that, once again, not under the radar because they get a lot of attention from the right people, but I think still a lot of people don't know or care about that entire layer of Norwegian white metal. I think it's good to have nice re-releases like this. And then another re-release, and there goes my paper. Something had to drop. This is the Tula demo compilation on, I talk about the label in a minute. Tula is Take or Stedje Berg, Ulderin Hoest, whatever you want to call him, the guy from Take now. This is the demo material that was pre-Take, or when he changed to Take. Started in Bergen in '93. Together with Svartulf on drums and additional vocals. And this is, like I said, a demo compilation done by Darkness. I always forget. I'm pretty sure they're a Belgian label, but yeah, Black Spells of Destruction, no Darkness. So this is quite a package. They always have these incredible. They did Dotheimsgar, I think, the demo. They did Mare live at somewhere in Norway, and then this is the third release, and the fourth release is also on the way, which is the they're kind of bootlegs, I guess. I don't think they're too official, although the Mare was kind of official, so I'm not sure. I can't speak on that. But the fourth release is the live show, the Battery Worship live show they did in Norway not too long ago. So incredible. They always have this very specific picks, which I really, really love. Why I think they're from Belgium, I don't know. Somewhere I got tipped off along the way. They do some nice work. It is a full leather wraparound, or a leather, I'm not sure, wraparound cover with magnets that close like this. Very nerdy, very cool. Tula logo. I think there was a silver version and a gold version. And then the standard version for this tape is just a slipcase with that awesome picture. Tula logo on the back, in spots, gloss. It slips out, of course, you know how it works. And then you have the demo, the first demo, I think, Thule demo, the cover of that. Limited to 66. Din copy is 20. Strength Bergens oplag par 66 copier. Black spells of destruction at gmail.com. So yeah, they don't sell straight to people. I think they work through distributors like Diabolical Vitriol and stuff like that. But yeah, chrome tape, very old school looking A and B sides. There you go. And like I said, this is the combination of the two demos, which I will show now. Der Winterstormene Raste, a 3-track of blasphemous winter metal that will send your soul back to the Viking battles of ancient Norway. So a kind of a original flyer there, and then a sticker, a logo sticker. Let's see, the Thule Demo 1, Der Winterstormene Raste, which I said, and then Demo 2, Omwaffnet auf Zwarte Vinger, something like that. Music text of Udhildin 93-94. Thick, very thick cardboard J-card. The tape is almost impossible to, you know, to put back in, but it's bursting out. There you go. Looks incredible in my opinion. Very nicely done. Zwartulf, Slagwerk und Vokaler, and then Ulfhedin. Also in Raven God and stuff like that. Yeah. You know the guy. The guy that no bad picture of him exists, I always say. I never saw a bad Take picture. Yeah, like I said, it's hard to get it all in, but I'll do that in a minute. So yeah, Tula, very cool. Get your hands on that battery if you're into that shit. It's coming up, I guess, in the next few weeks, so keep an eye out on the distro or the labels where you get tapes from lately. That's it. We're still dead rocking out that or that, whatever you want. Whatever you want. Yeah, nice stack of tapes. Like I said, we will be doing these more regular, although I don't have anything planned right now. Looking around, these are the tapes for now. So next up is a black metal update. A very good one, very old school style. That's it. Have a nice week. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.